Hi all, welcome to this Team of the Week free predictions. I know this is very late compared to usual, but just for a lot of good measures, mainly due to the Football Predictions League, but also just because I wanted to get this done right. It's a lot of difficult picks to sneak in this week, so cover top possible when it comes to it, but also in terms of what we have. We got 18 out of 23 last week, really impressive. Only 2 people did better than us for the Football Prediction League. I'll leave the link to that down in the description below. So starting off with goalkeepers, we have Lafont, 7 saves, a clean sheet and a 9 only keep in the victory over Lyon. Very, very impressive. He was very impressive over the 2 games over the match day week, and definitely deserves a shout. He should more than likely get in. Others that could sneak in are Castellano for 12 saves and a clean sheet, and Stefan Fry for an equally impressive performance for Seattle. Handanovic, 4 saves, clean sheet and 8 on Gazzetta. This was a midweek game against Lazio, but I think due to the nature of the game, how Inter are playing, they are one of the formed teams in the league. I would say that he has a very strong shout of happening. The alternative from that game is Sensei. He has 1 goal, 1 assist and a 7.5 from Gazzetta. On to the 5 of the 6 defenders that we'll get in. By the looks of it, looks a very interesting squad this week. We have Boyata for a 1 goal, a clean sheet and a 2 on kicker, and a 4-0 win for Hertha Berlin. Ibisevic is the alternative for 2 goals. Doherty, 1 goal and a clean sheet and a 2-0 win for Wales over Watford. Firpo, 1 goal, a clean sheet and a 2 on Marca and their 2-0 win. I know Ter Stegen also got the assist in the first goal from the goal kick, but I feel Firpo will get the defensive nod. But at the same time, if say Handanovic was dropped, that's where Ter Stegen could come in, but he got a 2 on Marca as well. Salif Sani, 1 goal, 1.5 on kicker and player of the week in the 3-1 wins. That should cement you getting into Team of the Week. If he'd kept a clean sheet, he would have been perfect, but more than deserves in regardless. The player of the week as a defender should more than merit that. And Tavernier ran right with 2 penalties and a 5-0 win for Rangers over Aberdeen, keeping a clean sheet into the bargain as well. That should kind of cement his spot in. And in all honesty, that Tavernier could be very, very popular if you rock up with any English roots on that right side. Then on to other 6th and final defender, Mark Reiter. He scored 2 goals and a clean sheet in a 4-0 win for Nuremberg over Hanover. That was a Monday night game. He was unbelievable in that game. I was watching that and he was a real standout, so deserves a shout. Now the Colombian League's a tricky one. Guzman got a hat-trick and a 3-2 win. Now he may happen, he may not, but I would say he should, because I don't quite get the Colombian League. I don't quite follow it enough to understand how it all works, because it's like Aguila and final, it must be like the final round as it were, but we'll see what it means. I would still think he should get in. Nishizawa, 2 goals, 2 assists and a 6-0 win for Shimizu. Elsinho got 2 goals and a clean sheet in the same game, but he got subbed off, so that may go against. Rodic got a hat-trick from right mid, right wing for Hammarby in the Swedish league. Watkins got himself a hat-trick for Brentford in a 3-1 win over Barnsley, and Matrita got himself a hat-trick and a 4-1 win for NYCFC against Atlanta. That was like the midweek game, so he was like Wednesday night, but Watkins was Sunday, Rodic was tonight, so right away you're seeing 2 players from Monday night having a very strong shout of featuring in the Team of the Week, and in all honesty both really deserve their spots. That Watkins actually could be a very nice card, but could have a silver for second in 3 weeks. Then on to some midfielders, some really nice midfield options here really. Golovin, 2 goals, 1 assist and a 9 only keep in the Côte d'Azur derby on Wednesday night between Monaco and Nice. He was the difference maker and would be a very nice card. Obviously didn't do the damage last season, but he started off pretty well this season. Alejandro Gomez, 2 goals and an 8 on Gazzetta and a 4-1 win over Sassuolo. He was equally impressive in the midweek game, but this game against Sassuolo was the most impressive. Kai Havertz, 1 goal, 1 assist and a 2 on kicker in their 3-0 win over Augsburg. Amini got the same return, but I feel they will go for Havertz. He is the more desirable card to have and would be pretty impressive. Milinkovic-Savic, 1 goal, 1 assist and a 7.5 on Gazzetta and Lazio's 4-0 win. And then Oyarzabal, he got himself 2 goals, 1 assist and a 3-0 and a 3 on Marca and a 3-0 win. This was against Alaves in midweek. They lost to Sevilla 3-2 last night. But one of the goals that Oyarzabal scored, Odegaard played an absolutely worldly assist. It was heavily watched. If you've seen it on Twitter, Facebook or wherever, heavily shared, highly worth watching. But Oyarzabal in that game was just class all ends there. Then on to some forwards, some pretty tasty forwards in all honesty. Mahrez got himself a goal and man of the match for Man City in their 3-1 win over Everton, and to be honest, he could have got a couple of assists or a couple of extra goals. He was just kind of on point. Promes got himself a hat-trick in Ajax's 5-0 win over Fortuna Sittard. I didn't get the VI rating for some reason. I couldn't find it because it was a midweek game, and I think there was only 4 games. They didn't give a rating for it, or at least I couldn't find it anyway. Slimani got a hat-trick of assists and a goal and a 9 on the keep in 4-1 win over Brest. This was last night. He or the other night even, he just ran riot. And Jamie Vardy got himself 2 goals in Leicester's 5-0 win over Newcastle. I know Ndidi and Ricardo Pereira are touted, but I feel Vardy will get the nod. I think for what I've seen, he was the official man of the match. And right in the Bayern's second team in the third tier, got himself a hat-trick in their 4-1 win, and could be a nice little card actually. Seems to be playing quite well, and there seems to be a bit of hype on him. And the way Slimani's playing, that in form, could get a nice little boost if he just keeps his form going. He's running right in the league, but for me that is kind of the main crux of my 23 this week, folks. Hopefully this gives you plenty food for thought. As I said, we got 18 last week. I am really hoping and praying that we've ran close again this week, but I feel very, very confident. The strikers, usually when you get a hat-trick or a midfielder, you generally feel confident. Obviously 2 Monaco players is a bit tricky to kind of determine, but I would say both more than deserve. And then I've just got 3 quick possibles. Toko Akambi got 2 goals and a 3 on Marca in their 5-1 win. Franson 2 goals, 1 assist for Gothenburg even. I took him out because of Rodic. And Gnabry, he got 1 goal, 1 assist, but because he wasn't in the team of the week for the kicker, I felt he didn't happen. But you could also see Sirigu for a 7.5, Belotti for 2 goals and a 7.5 on Gazzetta, not for tonight's game, for the game in midweek. Munetsi and Disasi both got 8s on L'Equipe against PSG for Rennes. Tisserand a goal and a clean sheet, he was part of the team of the week as well for kicker. Suke 1 goal, clean sheet. Santi Cazorla 1 goal, 1 assist. Shaquin 2 assists. Shrivers 1 goal, 1 assist. Ejuki 2 goals. Hagi 2 goals, 1 assist and a 3-3 draw. Alcine Player and Pavon and Osimhen got 1 goal, 1 assist in their respective games. Alalui 2 goals. James Henry and Aissa 2 goals, 1 assist in their respective games. Gagliardo 7 saves and a clean sheet. Casemiro a 3 on Marca. Odegaard an assist and a 3 on Marca. Hara 2 goals, 1 assist. Ismaili an assist and a clean sheet. Magnussen 1 goal and a clean sheet. Mario Fernandes an assist. Elsinho 2 goals and a clean sheet. Castellanos 12 saves and a clean sheet. Sensei 1 goal, 1 assist and a 7.5 on Gazzetta. So there are quite a lot of top possibles. I didn't get all their cards done in time just due to how everything was played out. So this is the full predictions. As you can see, looks a strong starting 11. Quite a strong bench and reserves. In terms of investments, because obviously people that have asked when it comes to like trading wise, who would you focus your coins and efforts on, I would say Sane. Then I would then go from there to Oyarzabal, Quincy Promes, Lafont, Boyata, Golovin, Mitrita, Slimani, Watkins. Then like these reserves as well. If you've got a bit more bolder with your coins, you could consider Doherty and Firpo if they're not too expensive. But I would say pretty much most of the team of the week can be kind of traded for and kept as investments. But as I said, I scored 18 out of 23. Looking at quite a few of the other main predictors, they got like 17, 18, so it was a very strong, consistent team of the week scoring wise. Hopefully you find this useful, folks. As I said, go and check out Kieran SFF. I've left his link down in the description below as well, along with the Footbin Prediction League. You're welcome to take part in that. That ends at 6 PM tomorrow. See if you can do better than what I scored at all, because you never know what I might score 16, 18, 20, you never know what I might score this week. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below for everyone I've mentioned in the full team of the predictions and in the top possible. Is there anyone else I may have completely missed? I don't think I have. I feel I've got just about everyone covered. But take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.